Fuel's got that heat.
Southside,
New York City, you are now rocking with
daylight, mobbing our earth, boy.
MOE for life.
Get rich or die mobbing.
If you know, you know.
You back outside with it.
Power of a dollar at the outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. Power of a dollar at the outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. Never had a metaphor for change, just a scheme to get it. Whole squad ain't supreme when the team committed. A young buck having bank, I was dreaming bigger. Talking New York with the yayo, they was fiending, nigga. I just the kingpin too. He made the threats on the net, but he ain't do shit to me. His brother made him eat the dick and he ain't do shit to him. So when I told him eat the dick, that ain't no new shit to him. Glad asked him about the time when he was snitching to the cops. All he said it what had happened wasn't fiddle with his watch. Everybody in the comments like, nigga, fix your watch. Got a movie finna drop before your movie, nigga, watch. It hit different when you the budget. Ambition come to fruition quicker when you a hustler. I ain't gotta say your name, you got mine in your mouth. Cause daddy died with no leg, now your time running out. Where you going? Power of a dollar at the outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. Power of a dollar at the outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. Shit sweet like Diddy House with 50 boys. Niggas think they big means, I turn them back to 50 boys. Tell them either label me the bully like I'm 50 boys. Let a nigga get bucked. I hit his ass with 50 more. Style money proof. Like the glass at the liquor store, came with the juice. But don't worry about a bitch or four, baby, I'm the truth. Baddie got me on her vision board, I'ma tell you, like I told this little bitch before. Hey, you know you rollin' with some killers, right? You heard me? Any drama, we gon' spend the night. You heard me? On my mama, I got him in the ride. You heard me? Cock back, bang bang, man down, pull off. But yeah, you rockin' with the biggest, right? You heard me? Not a model, but got my figures right. You heard me? Ain't no secret, I been that nigga, boy. You heard me? Bang bang, gang gang, man down, come on, that's how we do it. Power of a dollar at the outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. Power of a dollar at the outside. Big bully like that nigga out the south side. Gorilla moving unit, nigga know I'm about mine. Get rich or die mobbing, this is my grind. New York City, New York, what up? Staten Island and worldwide. Shout out to Southside, the whole Queens. Daylight, mobbing on earth, boy. MOE for life. Get rich or die mobbing. You know what's going on. Hey, yo, 50, holla at me with that bag. For the right price, I say
I'll show you how to pump that soft, that hard, that Betty Wop, that dog, and that chronic, man. I'll show you how to pump them, perk them oxys, and the bars and roxys, I'm grinding, man. I'll show you how to pump that soft, that hard, that Betty Wop, that dog, and that chronic, man. I'll show you how to pump them, perk them oxys, and the bars and roxys, I'm grinding, man. I'll show you how to pump like them Reebok sneakers in 89. Deal with them dime coppers who always coming with nines. Put your dog in the right bowl, keep the dope at a 9. Just follow these here instructions and you bound to shine. Now, when I was coming up, they tell you get a pack first. And niggas be moving jank, you gotta get a strap first. Once you up and on, get you a bundle of something, get your money on, stack all winter, stunt through the summer. I don't really care if the crack of the ice bowl. They both done had a bean, burn their lip with that pipe, yo. I'm mobbing on earth, banging MOE, nigga. Been to Tennessee and never seen them Tennessee, I'll show you how to pump that soft, that hard, that Betty Wop, that dog, and that chronic, man. I'll show you how to pump them, perk them oxys, and the bars and roxys, I'm grinding, man. I'll show you how to pump that soft, that hard, that Betty Wop, that dog, and that chronic, man. I'll show you how to pump them, perk them oxys, and the bars and roxys, I'm grinding, man. I'll show you how to good, you ain't got to like. Nigga never like. Product twice as strong, only half its price. People might have known me for dope dealing way back in the days. I was dropping independent while I'm still in the game. Now I'm trapped in the PM, pump for the ends. Count up in the AM, do that shit again. When I want to take a 2 on, then I need one of them. Boy, clean as a whistle with no fan. Saying I'm paid, man. Dirty money. money, I'm filthy. Cops want me jail, ops wanna kill me. I show you how to flip you a zone to a whole brick. I then pump it up like Joe Budden's only show you how to pump that soft, that hard, that Betty Wop, that dog, and that chronic, man. I'll show you how to pump them, perk them oxys, any bars and roxies. I'm grinding, man. I'll show you how to pump that soft, that hard, that Betty Wop, that dog, and that chronic, man. I'll show you how to pump them, perk them oxys, any bars and roxies. I'm grinding, man. I'll show you how to pump.
Yeah. Hold up. Wait. Yeah. Hey man, Shay man, it's your boy DAA man, Daylight TV. Back at y'all with another Mafia material MOBCAS. Episode number 50, nigga.
50,
Yeah.
50, motherfucker.
50 and hot, not 50 and cold.
We got heat on our podcast. Goddamn it.
Hell yeah. I'm kind of sweating
And
right now.
we ain't even behind no rent. We ahead of that motherfucker.
Definitely ahead. With a credit for the next 2 months, but it's my business. Yeah, man. So it's said episode number 50. Y'all see that Mafia material $50. What the fuck is going on?
We bringing change around this motherfucker.
It's a metaphor for change and a scheme to get it. Y'all heard the song. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna waste no time. You know what I'm saying? Our first story, our first spill we're gonna get into. The Dipset drama continues. Got Jim, Cam, Zeke in the mix, and one-eyed Dame with no teeth. She's like, I got diamonds. Child.
Yeah, I don't know if he was able to see Dane rebuttal on his show on his network.
I'll pull it up. I ain't get to see it yet. I'll pull it up or whatever. Once we chronicleize the events taking place. Got my shit. So yeah, y'all. It's officially 2026, man. We're pretty much about to wrap up the first full week of the year. And the diplomats are starting the year exactly how they started 2006. At each other's throat, nigga. But this time, this shit not just about, the business and the bars. This shit is about rent, radiators, and the Bronx Cold.
Everything's popping.
Like between Cameron trolling Jim Jones, Freaky Zeke breaking his silence, and Dame Dash getting dragged back into the middle of it. The Dipset family tree looking more like a fucking battlefield and shit. Everything but diplomatic. Pushing buttons. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, Jim Jones out here looking like that. What's that movie Mel Gibson was in Braveheart? Nigga out here with the war paint on.
Yeah, man. Shit, you might as well stay fired up because the word is the heat is off.
Nigga said
That's
it was
the joke that started it off.
Yeah, 50 the one put that up. Them niggas is cold. I ain't gonna lie, I was always wondering why them niggas always had on coats, no matter what video them niggas had on in that building.
Ah,
But
yeah,
then,
they always for outside.
I'm thinking shit. At the same time, shit
I
this is a
mean,
big ass
shit.
building, so
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, because
it ain't.
they'll adjust the temp in there for them niggas to wear, whatever.
I mean,
But
shit. Honestly, if it ain't shit in there, ain't gonna be shit for the heat and trap nowhere. So shit.
yeah, but yeah, like this whole shit kicked off January 7th. Cameron, who currently having a massive run with It Is What It Is and Talk with Fleet podcast.
He got his other shows. Alienated. He done put Sin City on in the spot that he was trying to put Dame on. He got Cousin Bane got
Oh
a
yeah,
show.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I just watched some boxing shit that he set up out there in Vegas. Some lingerie boxing shit that he got going on. Cam out here making moves.
Yeah, I mean, he made an initial investment, and it is what it is, and that shit had a big ass return. So why not keep?
We got the resurgence of Mace in a whole different way. We got Mace in a way niggas ain't never seen Mace before. Niggas ain't never expect to see Mace had no goddamn desk commentating.
Yeah, and then I see 'cause you was saying that him and Mace was like, and I see a episode of It Is What It Is. It popped up a new episode this morning. I didn't get to watch it, but it was definitely up there.
Yeah, I heard
So
they was at some odds about some money situation they was trying to get situated. Not nothing personally, just some deal they was trying to work on.
oh, okay. So it wasn't really them. It was just like Mace wasn't gonna do shit until the people who they were trying to do business with.
Yeah, it wasn't really nothing with them. But
Oh, okay,
Cam
okay. That's what.
Cam trying to get the money now. Mace like fuck that whole out.
Yeah, like, but yeah, Cam posted a meme that felt like a direct heat-seeking missile. Shit. Hold on. What is this shit? I got this shit right here. They said, "How you worried about me when your heat off and rent due?" You know what I'm saying? Uh, Now the post Cam shared, you know what I'm saying, like is he also posted something else here, whatever. Yeah, he said I heard it was 7 degrees in the Bronx last night.
Nigga, that mean it was below three, -3 in the building, nigga.
Yeah, with all them bricks and steel, nigga.
That's why
You got an igloo.
that's why he be wearing them those snowsuits and shit in there.
Yeah, when they were
I,
recording, when he was doing the video for when he was doing the video going at 50 and shit, that nigga had a whole ski coat on, reversible.
yeah.
Just in
You know
case he
you
had
got
to
some
do
you know you
two
got
shows in 1 day.
you got some ski wear on. That mean your ass out there in the cold for a long period of time.
Cause my nigga, look, I got a Nike bubble, right? The thermo fit shit.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker or whatever, like if you stay in the house, like if you don't leave right out the crib when you put that bitch on, oh, you're gonna start sweating, nigga. So I know that goddamn ski coat, that shit was probably a woodpecker he had. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, this was a
Oh.
clear
I don't know what he
shot.
had, but I wouldn't go in that building short with nothing on but a Woolrich. Gotta be that
Nah,
goddamn cold. I'm going that bitch with a Woolrich on.
but as those who've been following the MOBCAS and just social media in general, this was clearly a shot at the rumors pushed heavily by 50 Cent earlier this week that Jim Jones and his podcast crew were being evicted from their studio for a $250,000 back rent, or $250K in back rent. Now, the response, Jim Jones ain't ignore it. Like, he hopped right in the comments and, called Cam and his whole crew soft. Got this shit right here. And he say, you want to play? Pull up. Let the people see how soft you are, chump. And so, let's see what else. Cam responded. What the fuck is this shit right here? Yeah, so he responded, talk about yo, you 50 and one nigga to pull up. You know what I mean? He talk about he got footage of him breaking in his own studio and chasing his landlord around his car because he want his rent. He said, you are 50. Go pull up on that heat bill. Oh, shit.
Nigga got on all that drip and he cold.
Shit.
Yeah, that's like you being fly hopping out of hoopty or some shit. Or you being fly in your car on the side of the road smoking. They go get that shit fixed, you fly bum ass nigga.
Nah, boy, that shit crazy as hell, boy.
Damn,
Like,
that nigga, he really a squatter, bro. That nigga don't pay no mortgage. He don't pay no rent. Nigga don't. God damn, Jim. That nigga, he might as well get him a tent. You know what he should do? That nigga need to find one of them Africans that be making them power grids and shit. Get him some motherfucking some containers. Build him shit somewhere where he got some land and he ain't never got to worry about paying no rent, none of that shit.
well, let's see what the chat talk about real quick.
Yeah, I seen that, bro. You bitch talking about Dave East took some money from us or something.
Oh yeah, they really said they really fly bums. Said Dave East taking money from women. Bad and cheap. Jimmy is bro is Royal in here going there. Shout out Royal in the chat. Shout out Money J too. I see you in there posted. Man, like then hold on, we got some more replies. More replies. Yeah, so this is what it said. Jomo, you 50 and still want to pull up. I got the video of you breaking into your own studio trying to trigger that heat system and chasing your landlord around his car because he want the rent. You are 50. Go pull up on that heat bill. Nigga Jim Jones said, A Block know you saw. Said, yeah, but my heat on and I'm warm. You 50 years old, tough and cold. But dead ass though. He said, come up off that heat. He said, come up off that heat for real. Yeah, this shit is crazy. Like
That nigga, that nigga
they
call
cut
that
off that.
nigga, that nigga call that nigga refrigerated steak. That nigga said you cold and tough.
Nigga said, do your show, punk. You put shoe, but play the fuck up. He said, what's wrong, Capo? Your heat off too? I ain't know. Is hate for you it said I'd hate
Must
for
mean
you
I
to be 50 years old with no heat. What's Giselle, bro? I got you. That nigga wanted Giselle. Then he said, this is where the shit get crazy. He said,
Yeah, this would
Freaky
get
Zeke
strange at.
soft too. He said, Freaky Zeke soft too, not Zeke. You know, Zeke, the one Joel told niggas Harlem, there's your Pac. Remember that?
I don't know about that, but yeah.
I
But
mean, shit. I mean, you know, cause Zeke is definitely more of a real nigga than Tupac. So
yeah, I
yeah,
don't
I
know
don't
about
know
that.
about that. Yeah, I don't know about that shit. Pac ain't grab shit but his nuts.
Yeah, I mean Zeke ain't never shoot herself from what I know. So
You know what I'm saying? But
he might have told, but he did get locked up with the niggas and bang out on the niggas in the bullpen when he was locked up with him. So I was like, oh, Zeke got a questionable checkered street card. But he
said
definitely
Zeke,
he definitely
if
ain't no
he
fucking
did,
Tupac.
I'm doing 100 years. Mm. uh
Zeke
so
responded.
yeah, now what's crazy about that is watch this, well, right under that comment, 051 the movement, but go put yourself in the comment section. I had to underline that shit. They must not know. They must not know about the comment section. New lingo.
Yeah,
Yeah, shout out
he, he
051 the movement.
he used it for something different. We know what the comment section really is.
Yeah, I just thought it was just kind of funny and shit like that because he don't know.
Yeah, he don't know.
But Zeke replied, and he said, "Was I soft in Detroit when niggas was getting at us and you was using me as a shield? Trick was there. Oh, trick. Tap in, tap in. You need the
Yeah,
content.
Trick that started the no fly zone. Trick the one that started that shit.
Yeah, and I know
Yeah,
some niggas who was out there outside of that arena and shit
a
with
lot
him
of
and
niggas
shit.
don't a lot of niggas don't know Trick the one who chipped Styles P2.
Who took who?
He the one who chipped Styles P2.
Styles P from the lot.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck was that about? Oh, we gotta look
Them
into
niggas
that.
had them niggas had the brawl. Like a lot of niggas don't know the lock. See, the locks get a lot of street respect because them niggas was going places. They was actually like one of the crews that was banging out with a lot of niggas. So
Oh
like,
yeah, they was getting busy.
yeah, this was around the time when the no fly zone shit was going on. Shit, Trick the reason Trick Daddy don't go to Detroit.
Uh,
Yeah,
that's
Trick
funny.
a lot of niggas. Trick is the real boogeyman. He one of the boogeymen in the rap game.
Yeah, out there,
Got
shit like
got you
Trick
got
kind of. I feel like not to kind of put nothing crazy on Trick, but I feel like in the rap game, Trick kind of like picked up where T Stucky left off. Free T Stuck. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check out that T Stucky documentary on Daylight, right here on Daylight TV. Currently at 32,000 views and climbing. You know what I'm saying? That bitch almost a year old. That shit might be a year old for real. But yeah, shout out to Trick, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Detroit. Real Detroit. Not them dog face.
not that dog face nigga.
Not
The
that
niggas that
dog face.
the niggas that's really putting it down for Detroit. Making sure
Yeah.
niggas respect their turf. Not no nigga out here trying to beef with a nigga selling hot dogs and shit. Fuck
we
out of
got
here.
some video of Zeke.
See, like
Applied it.
I'm surprised he said that about Jim because Jim said that about Zeke because we clearly seen on Smack DVD when Zeke went in the crowd, Jim came after him. I don't think Jim was in the crowd first. Zeke was the first nigga in that crowd in Philly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that shit. That shit was on the Smack shit too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was on the Smack. So like I don't know, nigga just be running his mouth, man.
Bro, this the same nigga that say he better than Nas.
Yeah.
Like, but let's see what Zeke talk about. This shit.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Now you putting this on the gram? Everybody know.
Toughest nigga in Dipset is Freaky Zeke by far. It's not even close.
You reaching now, coming at me, bitch ass nigga. You need to be reaching for some kerosene. You need to be reaching for some coals. You need to be reaching for 2 rocks and strike them shits together.
Yo. Yeah, I think Jim might have really rocked the hornet's nest on this one because I think some people, especially the newer generation, that's like catching all of this, might have forgotten or might not have been around to really witness what a fucking character this nigga Freaky Zeke is. Like, this nigga crazy. That nigga say, need to be reaching for some kerosene, some coal. When the last time you seen a nigga with coal?
Oh, that nigga said reach for some rocks and rub them shits together.
Oh, shit. Shit.
I ain't even mad at you, brother. I am mad at the choices you make, though. Because those are all choices of what bitch-ass niggas make, nigga. You can't afford to pay your rent and your heat bill. It's warm over here. It's warm over here. You know what, Jomo? Yeah, you're acting like a Jomo-sexual.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
Shout out to man dude.
Homosexual. Oh shit. Hey yo, it must be cold over there. That nigga walking around in January in the house with no shirt. That nigga got that good heat and a fireplace going.
Good
It
twizzle,
look
like
warm in the background. Hey, look, it look warm in the background.
yeah, like he got about a good what, 20-foot, 30-foot ceiling. Nice
Oh yeah.
spaces. Real warm over there.
Yeah, it look nice and comfy and cozy and shit. Like you could take your jacket off.
Shit, he walking around with no shirt on. Look, he might be too hot.
Well, bitches might just come over there and just poof, take it off.
Nigga might have to funnel you some heat, Jim. Shit.
Oh shit.
That's probably why he mad, because they ain't got no heat. You know,
I mean, yo, be
nigga
it
be
cold.
nigga cold, he gotta get mad to be hot. Shit.
You see
I'm
the
the only
motherfuckers
nigga.
shit, them homeless motherfuckers in the wintertime, that's when they really be punching at the ground and shit. Cursing out loud. Try to ward themselves up. Oh shit.
Like a homosexual. Calm down, nigga. Bitch ass nigga.
Oh man. Yeah, cause I ain't never heard no story about Zeke standing on top of no cop car. they gonna call Zeke soft. That shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and you know, like I don't know, bro. Like that shit. Yeah, to me, that shit really was weird. Like Jim dragging Zeke into this because Zeke is normally, usually the glue that like, be trying to hold the set together. You know what I'm saying? He been on his press run and shit, specifically on the Art of Dialogue. He did drop a few bombs and shit. You know what I'm saying? He had I saw he had addressed the Pink origin story, basically debunking Jim's whole claim that it was his idea.
Yeah, that wasn't his idea.
He credited it to the movie Casino when nigga Ace wore the pink, the pink suit. I could see that, like, you know what I'm
If
saying?
niggas, bro, if niggas want to be real, the first
One of
nigga
the,
in rap that wear pink was Nas, bro.
yeah, but like, nigga, I tell you like this, I'm a Nas fan. I don't even remember Nas wearing pink.
In the Street Dreams video, he did the video like Casino. Nas was the first nigga to wear
Oh
pink.
yeah. But yeah, he was definitely wore that shit first. But yo, my nigga, nah, like nigga. See, niggas wear shit, and it's niggas who put that shit on. Cam
Yeah,
put that
Cam,
shit, bro. Like
cause
you understand what
Cam,
I'm saying?
the
So,
pink
like,
shit, the pink whole pink movement is Cam's. Like niggas don't even know Cameron has his own pink in the Crayola box, bro. Just like Jay Z got Jay Z blue, Cameron has Cameron pink in the Crayola box, bro. That's all due to connection to Dame Dash and his connection with the Crayola people.
that's crazy. So what is that like in the 64 box?
Yeah,
That's crazy. Nigga cold as this, but like that nigga, but
yeah, like
yeah,
niggas, that shit real. That Jay Z blue shit, that's the actual color. You go and get that shit in the motherfucking. Yeah, you go buy that shit at Home Depot, put that shit on your walls, man.
yeah, I know. After Zeke responded, I didn't get a chance to pull the shit up. We were running a little late today, but apparently after Zeke posted this shit, led to Jim going on a late night IG live spree, essentially denouncing his bond with Zeke and saying that the brotherhood had been over for years. And I guess it seemed like it was like in the comments, like when I was reading a little shit going up, the joints I did catch, like some of the fans were heartbroken because they were waiting on I guess diplomatic ties too. You know what I mean? All this dumb shit. But
Man, Cam said on Myth Bleak podcast, it ain't gonna never be no more Dipset shit.
you say never ever, ever, ever.
Like he said, and it made sense what he said. Like nigga, if you think about it, the beef and all the shit between Dipset been going on longer than Dipset was actually together.
uh yeah, man, like that shit. Oh,
Think for 7 years, bro.
yeah, that shit.
So think about it, just 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, 7 years. Cause no bullshit, like I said in the beginning, shit, they started off 2026 like they started off 2006.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, they only really had about 7 to 8 years. Like if you know what I mean, like because I mean Jim and Zeke were around for SDE. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And I mean Joel too, because he was on that album. I think twice actually.
Bro, if you look at Cam first videos and shit from his first album, he always had on Diplomat and shit. It was
Well, he had
always,
the shit and all that shit or
yeah.
whatever. Like he had a tattoo and all that shit. So I definitely remember that shit. Let me see what the other shit. So then also you had Damon Dash. Right. The some might argue or he might say he the original architect. You know what I'm saying? So,
Of what though?
can't Dipset. To some people, you can't talk about Dipset without talking about the nigga who signed him, Dame Dash and shit. We know Dame been dealing with his own financial battles recently, but he couldn't stay quiet on this shit. Jim Jones recently blamed Dame for the whole Rockefeller split, saying Dame's ego caused the friction between Cam and Jay-Z. And Dame hit back and he reminded everybody that he was the one who fought to make Cameron vice president of Rockefeller. And it was a move that allegedly caused the rift between Jay-Z and, well, him, Jay-Z, and Biggs. You know what I mean? He think that Jim is projecting because of his current studio issues, and he basically told Jim to stop faking the streets and handle his business. That's kind of crazy.
He also said that he said sitting around talking about him is gay.
Of all people to tell you to take care, handle your business, all right, son. I don't know, bro. It's like a 20-year-old argument being litigated in 2026, and
But
nobody's backing down.
you gotta realize the
You know
same
what
person
I'm saying?
keeps starting arguments.
Yeah. What'd you call it? We got a but then it's like shit. Some people's like, yo, why now? You know what I'm saying? Like, why all the drama and shit? We on episode 50, so it's only right we talk about the 50 Cent factor. You know what I'm saying? We got to acknowledge the elephant in the room. You know what I mean? 50 had been the executive producer of this beef, reposting Cameron's memes, adding his own commentary, and by 50 aligning with Cam, like he's effectively isolated Jim Jones. Like we were talking about before. Like this nigga really getting hit from every angle. And what's crazy is his ops are ops with his other ops, but they're still all collectively shooting at him, but they're not even teaming up.
It's
This shit is a real world.
like
This shit
everybody
is
taking
a
shots at each
real
other.
world.
Jim taking shots at Cam and Dame, Dame taking shots at Cam and Jim, Cam taking shots at Jimmy, Dame. So
Bro, this is really like a Dipset Royal Rumble.
Dipset
You know
Civil
what
War.
I'm saying? Now here's the question. You think this could all be a rollout for a new documentary?
I mean, they can make a documentary off the shit. I just see Jim trying to do some shit like that.
I mean, because I'm just thinking about the whole idea. Like, what if we actually see Dipset come together to do the documentary and it's actually executive produced by 50 Cent?
Yeah, I already figured it's gonna be some shit in the works with Cam and 50.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
see, at the end of the day, I don't think it's gonna be like it ain't gonna be nothing involving Jim.
But here's the whole thing about documentaries and how they're put together, right? See, it's not like making an album where everybody got to get together and shit like that. Like the only thing you have to do is come up with the storyline that you want to like tell. You're gonna write the basic information like out. You're gonna write the script out, and then based on the script, you're gonna ask questions to have certain things like clarified by each member. So it's like you're pretty much gonna ask niggas the same question about like the same turn of events, and they're gonna give you their version of the story, and then they just put it all together. You know what I mean? Like, and then pretty much it's funny because it'll start off like everybody kind of on the same accord. Like it all starts off, everybody got the same story, and then there's the part where there's a different version. You know what I'm saying? Like you call it the Cap Joe effect. So that's just one of the things that popped into my head because I thought that the whole shit from last year was the play. Like I kept bringing up, they start debating about Jim being from Harlem. All of a sudden, he drops the record. This shit's still in Harlem. Like, you know, it just seemed like it was a part of the whole rollout and a reason to do all the press and promote the record through podcast interviews and all that shit. Cause that's the new radio.
Yeah, he can't
Like,
even use that song. He was on cause I ain't know that chick. That's Most Def daughter.
oh, I didn't know that shit either.
Yeah, so he had some old the nigga who I forgot who he said made the beat. The nigga who made the beat. You know, it's already a song with Shorty doing that shit. So
Gotcha.
when he did the shit, he said some shit about nigga gave him the beat and he put the song out and all that other shit. And
Mm.
uh, he said Shorty was fucking with him at first. That's how she did the video. Then her label got her ear and that fucked everything up. He was on Breakfast Club talking about that shit.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's why you don't hear him. You see, you don't hear that shit no more.
Yeah.
You stop hearing that shit real quick.
But you know, I mean, shit, bro. In the streaming era, when you just stop hearing something real quick or whatever, it don't necessarily like these niggas just be on to the next thing in 2 months. They want another album. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know that like now that you mentioned it, shit, I just realized
Yeah,
it
you don't.
wasn't
Yeah,
going on
you
with
don't
it.
hear that shit. You don't hear that shit on nobody, not even no niggas, nobody from Harlem Instagram. You don't hear that song no fucking way. You don't hear it on nobody TikTok, no nowhere. You don't hear that shit at all.
Another one bite the dust. But yeah, man. So I was thinking like, is this gonna be a rollout for another documentary, or is it 20-year friendship plus friendship between Killer and Capo truly dead?
I
One
think
thing
that
for
shit
sure.
over. Cause on the same podcast where he said the bullshit about Dame, when they asked him about, now I did a clip about that shit on my YouTube. He was like, "Yeah, you could love somebody, but love them from far, 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 far away." Like he on it like that type shit. So yeah, I don't think it's actually gonna be nothing involving all of them collectively ever again. Cam said the
Well,
same shit when he was on Bleak shit. This nigga talking that shit. Joel ain't gonna fuck with Cam after Cam did all the fucking jokes about him missing the teeth, back teeth, and all that shit.
Joel gonna do whatever it is for the fucking money, bro. And like this is the whole shit. Whatever I be saying, like, cause me personally, long as the bag, man, I don't give a fuck. Like, nigga, what you want me to sit down for? You need 2 hours? I got 2 hours
Nah,
for you.
what I
You
mean
got
collectively, I
Yeah, but
mean
what I'm
like all of
saying is
them in
like
one setting.
documentary, like I keep saying, like they don't have to.
Nah,
It's
I ain't
not.
talking about. I'm not talking about like as far as documentary shit. I'm talking about like as far as
Yeah.
Dipset as a whole. And I don't think that
Oh
shit
yeah.
gonna happen
Well,
again.
I mean, like you were saying, like off air, that shit wasn't that to begin with.
Yeah.
So it's like it ain't even, like that ain't even much of a you know what I mean, much of a thing. I don't know what it is. One thing I know right now is Harlem is cold right now, but the
7
internet
degrees.
is loving the heat. The internet is loving the heat because where there's smoke, there's fire, nigga. You
Jim need to
know,
get some of that fire and put it in that building.
man,
Nigga, Jim better
that
get him
shit.
some barrels and start some fires like them homeless motherfuckers be doing in them back alleys and shit in the Bronx.
Nah, for real, like shit madness, dog. Shit madness. You know. Actually, there's a
Jim's best bet is to get heated floors. That's his best bet.
hear him talking about Dame.
Cam used to be
Yeah.
scared to death of them niggas to the point he didn't want to come outside. I didn't understand it because I'm from downtown. You heard? We had our own set of killers.
The Rap Cat Podcast.
Dame Impact in Harlem was nothing. Not to say
Damn,
it
you
like
hear
that.
that,
Dame came up under hustlers that Impact was it. He was a little dude when it came to hustling in Harlem. He wasn't not no
See,
Rich Porter, none of that
see,
type
bro,
of.
from down
He
south,
wanted
bro,
to
we don't
hustle.
know all
He
that.
wanted to hustle for niggas like Rich Porter and shit like that. Dame from the East Side.
I'm calling Cap.
Niggas on the East
I'm
Side.
calling Cap. I'm calling
He said
Cap.
what?
So I'm calling Cap. So you can't have a Metro card for a nigga and then you start talking crazy because
He said,
because these niggas got a song called I Am Dame Dash on the paid in full mixtape where these niggas rap for Dame Dash about shit he was doing. So when you hear the story about Dame Dash, we talk about yo, he was in the cab and his baby mother and all that shit with Cam. Cam actually said that shit in the song, in that song. Jim come on that song talking about I got visions of the rooftop. Something about that coupe drop, the invisible rooftops. Like, yeah, you can't go rapping for a nigga because he can't rap, sucking him over. Then all of a sudden you saying this nigga ain't had none of this shit going on in Harlem. They ain't
I
always stunning like a Harlem nigga.
yeah, but what I mean, but when he's saying, I don't know, but cause like I never listen. I heard that Dame was out there, like, he was getting like, he was getting his money and shit, you know what I'm saying? He getting like the whips and shit. But it's like, to his point, this nigga was not a fucking Rich Porter, Kevin Childs, or, you know what I'm saying, like a nigga that was even functional on that level. And then the thing about it was, Kev was bigger than Rich and them, and they wasn't as big as what niggas thought they were.
Yeah, them niggas was
You
little
gotta
niggas.
understand something, like Dame was already securing record deals and shit like that or whatever at
Yeah,
19 years.
that's what I was about to say. See, at Dame age, by the time he was really known, shit. From a little nigga, he was doing record deals and shit. But shit, nigga, where he was going, where he couldn't do that, he couldn't get from Biggs. Like it ain't like he ain't have a nigga around him that was on that level.
Yeah, like
So
look, Dame, like he was now there's a part of whatever in here where he start talking about like the thing. Cause I wasn't there in the 80s. A lot of them niggas is liars, a lot of them niggas is rats. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the motherfuckers when they came home in 98, 99 on that, like, yo, they want to take shit back and, have it be like it was back in the days and shit. And, some of them niggas found a place to exist and shit, and some of them motherfuckers got retired. You know what I'm saying? But excuse me. He started talking about his impact with Dipset, with the part, I think.
Different from the niggas from the west side. Now for the east side, Dame was a big deal to us because we were little and he was coming from the west side, little car, jewelry, and all that. So when you're young, he's looking like Rich Porter, but in reality, you know, he was like this nigga, go to the store, nigga, take a couple grams, get out of here.
The Rap Cat Podcast.
When you cancel out the street side of it and go into the music business of it, what was his impact with Dipset at that time?
He didn't have no impact with Dipset. Dipset, we made our impact on our own.
When y'all came over to Rockefeller, did y'all bring a certain energy that kind of ruffled the feathers of like state property and people like that?
No, when we came over to Rockefeller, it was all love. Everybody in the studios doing music, state property, Left Bleak and diplomats. Everybody was doing music there. That shit ain't started until they went through all that damn shit.
But Joel said Cam took over the rock, huh?
I mean, in that sense.
The Rap Cat Pie.
Now you putting this on the gram?
Yeah, that's it. But no, I'm gonna say, like I seen it in the chat, me and CG, shout out to CG.
You can tell them niggas don't. You can tell them niggas don't do their research and watch podcasts and shit. This shit retarded.
Cause my whole thing is like this. Dame played a role in getting Cam off of Sony and making him a free agent, you know what I'm saying, and all of that shit after SDE dropped, and he felt like you know, they didn't push that shit right, or they didn't know how to market him over there in Colombia and all that shit. Right now, the wild shit is that as far as the buzz, like the impact that Dipset had, you gotta say that shit was all them niggas.
Yeah, that shit was all them. Dame ain't had nothing to do with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could say K Slay might have had more to do with their impact on the streets than Dame did, because he actually hosted the first Diplomat mixtape.
K Slay and Flex.
Yeah, I was just saying K Slay because, like, to the point that like Slay actually hosted.
He hosted all their mixtapes. He hosted all four. The first four.
Yeah,
Batman 1 through 4. He hosted the first one. He hosted all four of them shit.
Yeah. I remember because I remember 4 actually. 250 Hudson Street stop and print and shit like that. We actually did the print job on Diplomat 4. That was the shit where they would like kind of look like they was in the sky and shit.
They was in front of the hotel. They was in front of the hotel in Miami. What's
Blue
the name of that
sky
shit?
In the background. I just remember
that's the shit where they did the Smack DVD and he was in the hotel. I stayed in. That's the hotel I usually stay in when I go to Florida. When I go out there to South Beach. Right,
and that's crazy. The last time I actually saw this nigga Joel anywhere, I was actually at his birthday party in Miami. That's why I told you I tried to get that nigga Kyrie Irving the weed.
Mm-hmm.
And the niggas is like, yo, how the fuck you know Kyrie? I said, who the fuck is Kyrie? He said, nigga that played for the Cavs, bro. You was just sitting down there talking. I was like, I don't know that nigga. I try to pass the weed. That nigga say his job and shit. I said, I ain't know that nigga play ball. I told that nigga, I said, fuck your job, nigga.
This the hotel they is in front of. The Royal Palm.
Oh yeah, okay. I know about the Palm. I didn't stay there once or twice.
Yeah, you know. You gotta be there to get a key card, nigga.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, man. Like, now, you know, he signed him to the Rock, but I mean, shit, that was an upside for Dame because he was really sitting there. You know, he got to have a Harlem crew at Rockefeller because at one point it was just him and Biggs around a whole bunch of Brooklyn and Philly niggas.
Yeah, as far as the rappers, yeah. They staff made up with a bunch of Harlem niggas.
You said what?
I said they staff all them niggas had like they own like kind of staff really. So like they have a bunch. It was more Harlem niggas in the office than
they had their individual crews and shit.
But that shit started because when I told you it's a double XL magazine. Biggs had did an interview in, and the nigga said something about that shit. They asked him what was the Carter faculty, and the nigga was like the Carter faculty. Remember they used to always scream that shit. Nobody knew what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, the Rangers and some other.
The Carter faculty actually was people that worked for Rockefeller that Dame would fire because he felt like they wouldn't move for like the other artists, like they would move for Jay-Z. So like the young guns might have a video or some shit going on. They, you know what I mean, they drag their feet on some bullshit. But when Jay-Z got it going on, they, you know what I mean, all over and whatever. So Dame fired him. They go to Jay-Z, tell Jay-Z, Jay-Z hired him back. They have a meeting about it. So it was just everybody that Jay-Z hired back. That was his people.
Yeah.
And
So,
they
but
just named it the
I'm
Carter
saying,
faculty.
faculty though, like there was a group called the Rangers. They used to always
Yeah, I
go up
remember that.
Stretch
Yeah, I
Armstrong and
remember that.
shit like that. And like they was always saying like they was signed to the Carter faculty or whatever, and like they weren't on Rockefeller and all that shit or whatever. So like that's why I was saying like they actually had like some artists that was actually out there, like repping the whole Carter faculty shit.
Yeah, they wasn't
Uh,
signed on. Bleak talked about that shit. Nigga, they was signed to Rockefeller, but they just never got no shit popping off.
yeah,
That was some niggas that Dame dropped, and Jay Z liked them, so he kept them. They was on the Carter faculty.
yeah, man. Mafia Material MOBCAS episode 50. You know it ain't gonna be official if we don't sit here and talk about none other than your boy 50.
50 is 50 is 50, motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah. I made a whole mixtape cover.
50 is the curator of beef. 50 like the Genghis Khan of rap.
Ha! Word. Yeah, that shit definitely fit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all look, man. If y'all thought 50 Cent was gonna take it easy in 2026, y'all ain't been paying attention, man. Cause in the last 7 days, I was looking through all the Dipset shit. In the last 7 days, Mr. Curtis Jackson basically turned his Instagram into a courtroom, a comedy show, and a billboard for, all of his success. From claiming that he's buying out his rival's podcast studio. Y'all see him standing over there. Y'all see the eviction notice in the back. You know what I mean? The breaking streaming records. We got the YouTube belt, the Spotify belt, you know what I mean, right there. Streaming record that is 2 decades old, mind you. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, the G and the boss, man. He on one. You know what I mean? We're gonna dive into the absolute madness. First is, the Let's Rap About It war. Squatters and haters. The New York beef that's taking over the timeline, man. 50 Cent niggas officially declared war on Let's Rap About It. The whole crew, which include Jim Jones, Mano, Fabulous, and Davies. All started when Jim Jones called 50 Diddy documentary a mockumentary and labeled his behavior petty. And 50 didn't just reply, that nigga went for the wallet. The squatter claimed he posted that the crew owes, $250,000 in back rent for their studio space. He even shared an alleged audio from the landlord, which we covered on the Mafia Material MOBCAS, confirming that they were behind on payments. Did a whole radiator roast
after Cameron and Jim Jones started bickering over Cole Studios. 50 jumps in posting screenshots of affordable radiators. I thought I had the nah, that wouldn't. Yeah, I think I got some like clips and shit. We'll play them shits. Yeah, he had like some affordable radiators and shit from Amazon or some bullshit. And he was telling Jim to, pull up to that heat bill and shit. Well, his final move, he claimed he was working on buying the building just so that he could kick them out of the shit. And not for nothing, that's actually a level of petty that this nigga could pull off. You know what I'm saying? Then, shit, the of course Diddy still a main target. 50's Netflix doc, Sean Combs, The Reckoning, is still dominating conversation. Diddy's son, Justin and Christian Combs, recently announced that they're doing their own docu-series on the Zeus network. Their side of the story with their, while their father served their 50-month sentence and all that shit. 50 actually shared their trailer with a simple, like, menacing caption or whatever and shit. He said, "Wow, I want to see this show. I'm not sure this was a good idea, but not just looking back, man. Like, this week, he actually confirmed that his next big project with A&E, because he did that shit like How to Catch a Killer or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So now he's doing a new series on A&E called Gang Wars. That's a working title. And it's a true crime series exploring infamous gang rivalries. So he's essentially pivoting from all the Diddy drama into a full-blown like television empire, with all the receipts. Then on top of that, shit, kind of the king of New York streaming right now. But while he's trolling, nigga also, breaking records and shit. This week, 50 kind of proved that nostalgia is a very powerful currency in music. Shit, In the Club crossed 2 billion streams on Spotify, and only 300 songs have done that in history. YouTube dominance and shit. He posted he shared a post celebrating that he is currently the most streamed New York rapper on YouTube, even beating out the new generation and shit. So I ain't gonna lie, like, I know I be listening to a lot of shit, from 50, especially on the strength that, a lot of the old mixtape joints and the the Power of a Dollar album is only on you can only listen to that shit on YouTube. I know I'm one of them motherfuckers that be like playing that shit.
Yep.
Crazy. I was playing that shit today. Debut album, Get Rich or Die Trying, had its biggest streaming day ever with nearly 4.8 million plays in 24 hours. The whole album. That's crazy. His reaction though is like classic. He said, "I thought we got over this, guys. It is what it is. LOL." He literally out streaming everybody while
Oh
spending
shit.
50% of his day making memes and shit.
Yeah, and he's out doing that with old shit.
You know what I'm saying? And like that nigga Uncle Murder was saying, like, yo, he really getting paid to perform records that he wasn't even on.
Yeah,
That shit,
that's why 50 said that on Cam shit. Lloyd Banks mad. He getting Lloyd Banks money.
right? So here's my question for the audience. Is 50 Cent a marketing genius or just the world's most successful bully, as some people like to call him? He using the drama with Jim Jones and the Diddy documentary, like, you know, to keep his name in the algorithm, and the numbers show, you know, it's working. You know what I mean? What do you think? Like that, you know, if he actually gonna buy the Let's Rap About It studio, or is it all promo for his next TV show? Drop a
Nigga,
comment. Know what y'all think, man. What you think, Will?
I'd have bought that shit and kicked them niggas out. They wouldn't even know it. They'd have knew I did that shit. I'd have had Yayo on Murder shooting their podcast in there on they set with a whole new name in the background.
He's like, let's squat about it. Shit,
I'd
more like
have
let's
been on that
talk
shit talking shit.
about it.
I decided came on. Now I know this set look familiar to y'all, but now that the squatters are gone, they wouldn't even know. They'd have been fucked up. That would have been the most streamed shit ever. That would have broke the internet.
Nah, for real. But nah, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. So this nigga 50 not only was going at rappers and shit, this nigga beefing with Campbell Soup. Oh, but he posted some shit about Jim Jones and shit like that. Well, he posted the shit about the coal. This shit.
Brown chicken.
When you hear that shit?
You're about to tap in.
I'm about to tap in.
Yes, I need the honest review.
I got collard green juice going down my hand.
Yo.
Come on, talk to me. How's the cornbread? Thank you, sir. Trust me, how's the cornbread? Thank you.
Yo, this. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, like, yo, he really looked like
Nigga cold, man.
like a cold hobo.
That nigga when he was on his shit today, showing the studio and all that shit, he walked in the room. You know when you cold outside, you can see your breath. Yeah, that nigga was inside. You could see that nigga breath.
Yeah, that wasn't no weed, nigga.
Yeah, it wasn't no weed.
Oh shit.
That's crazy. You gotta go inside and bundle up. You're supposed to bundle up when you go outside. Shit crazy.
Oh shit. It's going in reverse.
Nigga go inside and it's colder than it is outside. You gotta go outside to get warm.
But yo, if that ain't crazy, bro. How about this? This is how you know this nigga 50 is like King Troll though. How the fuck do you troll Campbell Soup, nigga? Oh shit, look at this shit. This shit crazy.
The VP and Chief of Information Security Officer at Campbell Soup said this ain't even chicken in this motherfucker, man. Said this shit is for poor people, and I've been eating this shit for so long, it was from when I was poor. Fuck this.
That nigga said, I'm done with Campbell Soup. They said this shit ain't even chicken. The meat came from a 3D printer. Hey, so look, right? What I thought was crazy about this shit was the fact that there's a Louis Vuitton bag in the
Oh,
And I've been
shit.
eating this shit for so long. It was from when I was poor. Fuck this.
So look. So yeah, he
We have
said.
shit for poor
Now
people.
this is the clip. This is where he got the information from. This is supposedly the dude that worked for Campbell's.
Who buys our shit? I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. So healthy. Now that I know what the in it, even in a can of soup, I look at it. Look at me, bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer. You?
Yeah. And that's a nigga that supposedly worked for Campbell's Soup. Right? Now, what's crazy is Campbell's, I saw a tweet, I forgot to put it in the slide, but they said that nigga no longer worked for the company and all that shit, and they did not stand by the views and the shit. So 50 also went and posted on the same thread. He said, I thought that shit was medicine. Eat it every time I was feeling sick, shaking my head. So then, here's the crazy shit.
I ain't never eat that shit, man.
Motherfucking Campbell go and reply to 50 Cent. Hey, now you know you really doing shit or whatever when you get Campbell's Soup. It's like, God damn, Campbell got a Twitter, nigga?
Yeah, all them shit's got Twitter accounts and shit.
Nah, I mean, I know. I'm just saying, like, you don't see them shit pop up. They just post pictures of cans and shit, product. So this is what Campbell had to say to 50. Campbell said, hey, 50, to set the record straight, we use real quality ingredient, real chicken, and put a lot of care into every batch. Come see for yourself. We'd love to show you how we make our food. Damn, Campbell Soup told 50 to pull up.
Pull up, nigga.
They on that Jim Jones shit. So 50 replied, Campbell Soup said, come and go with me. What do you call it? And he said, oh yeah, come on over to my place. I'm gonna have to check this out. 50 Cent action. Yo, what if 50 comes out with his own Campbell Soup?
That should be crazy.
That shit is like crazy as hell, son. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what 50 got going on and shit. You know, it's only right that we got 50 Cent on the 50th episode of Mafia Material. One more thing I want to add you, since we talking about the unit and Dipset and all this other shit. Cause I saw something else where Jim Jones was talking about he wanted to do a versus with Jadakiss. Boy, ain't you learned your lesson from the last time?
Niggas that leave Frank.
Boy.
Niggas gonna learn to leave Frank Lucas alone, man.
Ha! Nigga definitely gonna love to leave Frank Lucas. That nigga is not playing with these niggas, dog. This nigga keep playing.
Jim trying to get his music streamed so he can get some platinum on his belt. That's all that shit is.
Mafia Material, MOBCAS, episode 50, nigga.
Jim think he's slick. But the crazy shit is he getting more publicity off the shit he's saying than his music. So the music definitely ain't doing shit.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the case for all these niggas right now. For real. Like, I mean, if you think about it, just really, you know, winning off an old catalog, a nigga got classic records and shit, and, you know, all the shit they're doing, it keeping them in the algorithm. Motherfucker might go back, and listening to certain records, listening for certain clues, making little videos with little snippets of lyrics, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
oh, what did this mean? And now we know what he was talking about when he was rapping about this. And while we are on the subject of that, before we dip, we talk about this shit a lot, you know, mixtape ever. Here's the question. Dipset, G Unit, D Block. Mixtape ever that changed hip hop. Now, this is
I'm gonna say J
it's
Unit.
near and dear to my heart. You know what I'm saying? Um, if you lived in New York City in 2002, you didn't just go to the Apple store for music. You know what I'm saying? You went to the corner bodega or a folding table on 125th Street or downtown Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Uh, shit, the early 2000s with the mixtape era, man. Lawless, high state period where rappers bypassed the radio and went straight to the pavement, nigga. Motherfucking streets. So we're gonna try to settle or get to the bottom of a 20-year-old debate. Who really started the artist-driven mixtape music movement? Was it 50 Cent G Unit or Cameron Diplomats? Right?
50
Or did
Cent J Unit.
actually lay the blueprint first? We're gonna go to the receipt. Now, as far as who was first, timeline wise, there was a lot of revisionist history here. So we're gonna look at the dates. Now, for years, people credited 50 Cent with the mixtape formula. You know what I'm saying? And even though 50 was one of my favorites, you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of was keeping good record at that time. And, you know, Jim Jones had been on his press tour, attempting to set the record straight on all that shit. Now, in early 2002, like it was still the wintertime and shit. Cause I actually remember I was still going to City Ad down in like fucking like over there by like Barrack Street and all that shit, right around the corner from SOBs. Right. And I still had like I just got like a new Pele code or some shit like that. So the Diplomats released Diplomat Volume 1. And this shit was revolutionary because unlike previous mixtapes where it was just a compilation of various artists by a DJ, this was an all Dipset project. Now, G Unit, 50 Cent and G Unit dropped 50 Cent in the Future that same year in June of 2002. So they both started like the same year. Like it's not like, oh, like yo, you came a year after, like pretty much. And if you remember, 50s, had a whole different, thing with the delay cause shit. He was healing up from being shot. Like, that nigga was just starting to, get it. He was all the way back together again and shit after that. Cause they were talking about it took like 18 months or some shit for him to get fully, to fully recover from everything or some shit. So technically, the Diplomats were first to release a group project that felt like an album. However, G Unit perfected the whole remix shit, taking the hottest beats on the radio and, making it theirs. As 50 famously said, I took their beats and made it better. So it's my song now. Kind of like what I did with Get Rich or Die Mobbing. We played a couple records and shit. Y'all can go and check that shit out. Membership section. You know what I mean? Now, the impact, we pretty much got to talk about global versus, cultural, I guess you could say, right? G Unit, the global machine, like 50 used the mixtapes as a tactical weapon to destroy all his rivals like Ja Rule and build a brand. And the impact, was on a more commercial global scale. It's kind of like you kind of made a motherfucker though cross over to this gritty, bulletproof style, murder rap. You know what I'm saying? And they turned that shit into a resume that forced Interscope to give 50 that $1 million deal, by way of Eminem and Dre. So without G Unit, without the G Unit mixtape, there is no Get Rich or Die Trying probably. Like not in the context of what we know today. Dipset's impact, I think, was more cultural and like lifestyle. Like they didn't just give niggas like music, but like they had a whole dictionary and a dress code, you know what I mean? Like the Pink Bird, the Bird Gang talk, the Heat Makers, Soul Sample production. It kind of like, changed the sound of where NYC was at that time. You know what I mean? G Unit won the world, but I gotta say Dipset won the hood, bro. Cause like we were talking about when Charleston White was sitting there talking that bullshit on Say Cheese. Every place that I went, niggas always ask me, yo, you ever see Dipset? Like niggas fuck with 50, but it was like they were so connected to the streets. It was like niggas expected that if you were from New York, you saw them niggas because the perception was niggas is outside every day, chilling, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you could just bump into them. And for real, it was kind of like that with them niggas. It was definitely outside. Because I think I've seen every member of Dipset on more than one occasion just on some out and about shit. I'm not even talking about, it was an event, a concert, a club or some shit. I'm talking like nigga being up on 45th at like BJ's or some shit like that and, doing that shit or City Lights and all that shit that was around the corner from the spot Luca Brasi had and shit. You know what I mean? Cause Dipset really proved that you could be a superstar without ever, having a top 40 hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, the lock factor. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't talk about this mixtape ever without mentioning the locks. Shout out to Jadakiss, Styles P, and Sheek Louch. You know what I mean? When Dipset and G Unit was fighting for the crown in 2002, the locks had already set the standard for, street versus corporate. In the late 90s, for y'all that don't know, the lock famously campaigned to leave Bad Boy. Yeah, they went out like real niggas. They ain't go to no court and try to like get no put no freako conspiracy on a nigga. None of that. You know what I mean? Cause they wanted to make that grimy street music. Now, by the time 2000 hit, they were the undisputed kings of like the freestyles. If you go back and listen to them Stretch Armstrong freestyles and all that shit, them niggas is going stupid. And they still go stupid. So like we can't even talk about this shit like it's a past tense thing for real. But y'all know we doing a little nostalgia. I mean, I feel like the lock is definitely for me as a lyricist and shit. Like they kind of provided the lyrical gold standard. You know what I'm saying? I feel like 50 was more so because of how he came in the game and who he came in under. I think he was just more focused on being like a great songwriter. Like we talked about, he had lyrical ability because you have songs like Be a Gentleman, Baltimore Love thing that showed that the nigga can kind of get deep with his pen. You know what I'm saying? Dipset was more like, I mean, they had spitters like Cam is nice, you know what I'm saying? Jewel's, like, he was nice. Like, I ain't gonna take that because he was spitting some shit. But you know, Cam said to him, J.R. Ryder was the best rapper in Dipset as far as like bar for bar. I could see that though. And you know, JR was running around with Fred the Godson and all that shit. Like that was the caliber of nigga that he was, you know. So naturally he gonna have a different approach to that shit. Him and Hell Rell just about to drop, or I don't know if it dropped yet, but they about to drop a project with Duke the God. And shout out to them niggas. Unless they told. I don't know. But anyway, you gotta be careful when you shout niggas out now. The Lock, specifically Jadakiss, you know, reminded everybody what the the mixtape was about bars. You know, in my opinion, like Jada was one of my, you know, that's my top five. A lot top five dead or alive. You know, they were the bridge between 90s lyricism and the 2000 hustle. Like their Green Lantern tapes are still considered some of the greatest displays of like pure rapping like ever recorded. Even the shit when they were going back and forth with 50.
Yeah.
So now I gave that spill. So now what I want to ask you, and I'm pose this question for the audience at the same time. Who do y'all think had the biggest impact? You know what I'm saying? Like for the industry, for me, is G Unit on the industry shit. Like, you know, because it really changed not just hip hop, but how labels scouted talent and how marketing was done. You know what I mean? They turned all that, like, they turned the whole bootleg, like, street shit, like, to $1 billion. Well, it was already $1 billion business, just at them Africans. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, on the actual industry side. And for the culture, I say Diplomat, you know what I mean, influenced, you know, a decade of fashion, slang, and even, you know, some New York identity. You know, that goddamn bird be everywhere. Like to the point where if you see somebody like that got a shirt on, like a nigga look like he into hip hop or some shit, even if it don't say Diplomat, you just like you just think, fuck are you, Dipset? If you saw somebody with a bird on their chain right now, whatever, you would think what? Just like you see the W. You know what I'm saying? And for the craft, I'm gonna say, you know, the locks. You know what I'm saying? Like keeping the art of bars alive during the time when everybody else was just chasing the club. You know what I'm saying? So that was my take on industry, culture, and you know the actual craft or whatever. So that's kind of how I wanted to get your take on the shit.
I think it's G Unit.
G.
G Unit is more known as far as more people fuck with G Unit. Everybody know of Dipset, but niggas still, you can't find people that actually know their songs. Niggas still know 50 songs. Like we just said, we still play 50 today. So,
No, that's a fact. Yeah, that's why I said like on a global scale, like 50 had the biggest. I feel like, you know, he definitely won there. Like, cause nobody else, I don't think, can actually compete. I mean, we just saw the numbers. You know, we just kind of went over the numbers and shit like that. Like this nigga shit is still streaming like new. You know. So you think so do you think that Dipset had do you think that 50 had a bigger impact, like on the hood, like just local, like in New York, or do you think that Dipset was the bigger
Nah,
movement?
nah. This was definitely the bigger movement local. This was definitely the bigger movement local. That's undeniable.
I guess shit. And so you agree with the lock shit, like as far as they kind of laid the framework, as far as the craft, like how like that gritty shit.
Yeah, that's their lane. They definitely curated that.
Because if you think about it, all right, niggas from G Unit and Dipset will all claim to be Locks fans.
Yeah.
So they definitely would like the blueprint. You know what I mean? Like, because they were doing like mixtape type shit. They just didn't do the whole group shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole artist driven shit like that. But as far as how to craft mixtape style records, they definitely wrote the book on that shit. I feel like, as far as what we know it to be today. You know what I mean? But one thing for sure, two things for certain, man. In the end, New York won. We got three distinct empires that ensured the rotten apple was the center of the universe for 5 straight years. You know what I mean? But like I said, I want to hear from y'all, man. In 2003, if you had to pick one CD from the mixtape man, was it a G Unit radio tape, a Dipset volume, or a D Block joint with Green Lantern? What's your favorite mix? Drop your favorite mixtape in the comments. And if you want to see a deep dive on the 50 Cent versus Cameron beef that followed this whole era, let us know that shit in the comments too, man. And we're gonna get the business clear for y'all, as always. Great visuals and all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's the spill for the day. Good show, good show. As usual, episode number 50, nigga. We halfway to the hundred.
Let's see.
Hype.
No, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody who been rocking, you know what I'm saying, with us from episode 1. You know what I mean? Low key, we the only MOBCAS that actually has an episode 0.
Mm.
Cause I consider the Cliff Poe joint episode 0.
Nigga stupid.
Cause he's shaped like a fucking 0. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, shout out to everybody who's been tapping in. Shout out to everybody who's been secretly watching. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all go and check out that World Pest channel and subscribe. You know what I mean? Road to monetization over there.
Fuck with your boy.
You know what I mean? And yeah, man, we'll be back tomorrow. And tap in. I'm gonna actually be doing a breakdown of the series finale of Power, like the second half. I did the breakdown of the first 5 episodes. So now tonight at midnight, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit started it started streaming. I got my Star membership. Y'all know how it go. So yeah, by tomorrow night, I have a little quick breakdown on that for you. You know what I mean? If y'all been watching, y'all already know this shit been crazy, a whole bloodbath. But yeah, we're gonna get in deep tomorrow. And we're gonna be hitting y'all with some more news you could use or not. But hit that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you're really mobbing with the content. And as always, stay dangerous so you can be safe. It's your boy Daylight, my bro host World Pass, Daylight TV. We out of here.